Hello everyone. So after the Meta Andromeda update, a lot of people are seeing many changes. If you have noticed, things like inside your Meta Ads Manager, your ads are showing in the wrong aspect ratio. Even though if you are defining 1:1 and 9:16 aspect ratio, but your ads are being shown at 1:1 aspect ratio in 9:16. And apart from that, even though if you're defining your target audience, such as if you want to only target the females, but your ad is also shown to the males as well. So in this video we are going to discuss in detail about what are the new updates about Meta Andromeda, and how you can optimize it and how you can enhance and make a best use of it. Okay, so starting with the first one, if you are new, if you don't have any kind of idea about what is Meta Andromeda update, so recently Meta has updated a new thing. It has came with a new thing called as Meta Andromeda, in which it is simplifying your ad delivery system. So in simple, Meta is trying to rely less on the manual targeting. Earlier we used to be much dependent upon the targeting, that is our target audience, but now Meta is trying to be less dependent upon manual targeting and focus more on AI driven optimization. So they have collaborated with Nvidia and they are training their AI system that whichever is your which can be your best ideal customer, Meta is going to show ads to them based on their AI, the data which the AI is trained for. So for that reason, Meta is trying to be less dependent upon targeting and more dependent upon the AI driven optimization. Okay, this system now decides exactly who should see your ad, where it should appear, like it should appear on any platform like Facebook, or it should appear on Instagram, it should appear on Threads, or it should appear on any kind of third party platform, which exact platform it should be appearing, and in what format exactly. Will it be converting much better in 1:1 ratio, or 9:16, story, reels, explore? So which is the best format? Meta is trying to predict, and Meta will try to show your ad at that place. Okay, so both for this AI to work effectively, it needs more creative options and to test and learn from it. Okay, just by giving 2 to 3 creatives, Meta will not enable to figure out the good results out of it. So for you to give the good data as well as to come with the good results, it's always recommended to come with the more creative options. Later we are going to exactly discuss about what all creative options you can provide, so that when you're giving much of the creative options, right, Meta can test and learn from it, and based on the results, Meta will try to show the ad for the best user, so that the chances of conversions are very better. Okay, so this is where exactly the creative diversification comes in. Creative diversification is nothing but simply means giving Meta system multiple versions of your ad, not just one or two similar ad ones. So what we try to do, we just try to make 2 or 3 static ads, and we will just try to change one or two headline or one or two points, and we will try to upload it. But that's not the case here. Instead, you need to create your ad in multiple ratios, multiple different formats, like you need to create on static, you need to create on carousel, you need to create on flexible, you need to create on reel. So there are multiple the multiple aspect ratio that you need to create your ad on, and that too it should be of different styles, like some with lifestyle, some with product focus, some with testimonial, some with UGC. So different visuals, different formats, and different hooks. What earlier we used to do, we used to create like 8 to 10 different hooks, and we used to create 1 to 2 main body sections, and apart from that we used to add different hooks, and we used to keep the body section same. But now that's not the case. For each and every customer persona that you're having, you need to create different ads, not only the simple hooks. So that is what Meta is trying to optimize for. And next thing is, this will help actually Meta AI to understand what type of ads resonate with the different audience segment. We will be coming about the audience segment in later, but it will help Meta to figure out the best audience segment without having you manually tweaking targeting. So you can just you can define your basic targeting, or you can go with the advantage place. Now your creative will be your near targeting, based upon whichever the audience you're calling out in your ad creatives, whichever audience you're talking to. Meta AI will try to figure out, and Meta AI will try to show the ads to those particular customer persona. So the chances of conversions becomes much higher. Okay, why it matters after the Andromeda update? Okay, here let us take an example. Okay, Meta AI can only optimize what is given. Whatever we are giving, Meta will try to optimize for it. If you give it one creative, it just have one way to communicate your message. But if you give 5 distance creatives, right, it suddenly has more data to learn from it, because you are giving multiple creatives, and it can show versions of A to one multiple type, version B to another, and so on. Let's suppose that you have given 4 to 5 different kind of versions where you are calling different kind of audience. So you are uploading all in one particular ad set only. So what Meta will try to do? Meta will try to personalize each and every creative based on the audience segment. If this is your business owner, Meta will try to show the ads to the business owner. If it is for the working professional, Meta will try to show your ad to working professional. If it's for student, Meta will try to show it for student. Depending upon the different customer persona, I have taken the simple example. So now based on your customer persona, Meta will try to decide which ads need to be shown for which kind of customer. And this is a system that Meta and Nvidia, they have collaborated and they have designed this. So the AI system is now enough capable to show the ads to the right set of audience, but it's need a different kind of creatives as well as a lot of data to understand. Okay, so just by giving one or two ad creatives, it will not work. You need to add multiple different kind of creatives targeting each and every customer persona, not one for all, but each and every one for each every segment. Okay, now how to diversify your creative the right way? What is a good way? Okay, here is a simple framework to follow. Okay, create distance visuals. Okay, don't duplicate the same image with small edits. As I just mentioned, don't just tweak the small headlines. Instead, try to make a different portion. Like one could focus on product in-use, another could focus on highlighting the testimonial, another could be UGC style, and another could be the textual reel, another could be the founder-led reel. So a lot of things, okay, you can do, and you can create the different visuals. Okay, and next thing is mix formats. Don't depend only on one format. Instead, go with different formats like static ads, static image, video, carousel, reel, each and everything. Okay, you can go with different placement, perform differently for each and every placement, right? So given Meta options to match your creative accordingly. So when you create different variations of it with different styles, now Meta can optimize much better based on the data it is having, and it will try to show your ads at the right way where the conversion chances are much higher. Okay, vary your hooks and headlines. As I just mentioned, don't just change one single line, but instead change the complete thing. It will be much better for you. Okay, change it. You can write different ads like something of fear of missing out, or something like curiosity, something of benefit driven ad, something of a relatable humor, and a much more like something like a testimonial kind of thing. Okay, something which you are explaining the features of your product. So try to give these different variations which Meta can optimize in a better way. So I have just given a simple example, like let's suppose if you are running ads and I'm promoting Meta ads, so I can just simply tell that tired of ads that don't convert, this is one hook and one particular ad. Then the next can be your next customer might already be scrolling past you. Okay, this can be the another one. 1 week that double our ROAS last week. So one simple change has double our ROAS last week. So by mentioning these different hooks with different body sections, I'm giving enough data to Meta to optimize and to show my ad for those relevant audience where the conversion chances are much higher. Okay, and test creative enhancement. Meta now automatically tests small variations like brightness, background, or text or animation. If you have seen, now even though if you are defining your particular your creative, that might be in 1:1 or 9:16 or any other format, Meta is trying to change the background, Meta is trying to enhance the headline. So Meta is trying to make the small changes and understand how it's going to perform better, how it's going to change the change the results. So Meta is doing the small changes, so nothing to worry. It's just Meta is trying to gather enough data to show for the right kind of audience. Okay, watch for creative fatigue. Even though your best performing ad might soon be dipping down the results if it's shown more often. So watch for the creative fatigue. Once you see that the creative fatigue is more and ads are going down, so you can just change it and you can come with a new one. So try to enhance for new creatives for every 2 to 3 weeks. Again, it depends upon brand to brand and for what budget you're scaling, but that's recommended at least change for every 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, if it's giving results, that's good, but if it's going, let's suppose in the first week, if you got the cost per lead of ₹5, and in the second week the same ad is giving you the cost per of ₹20, then don't just same it. Okay, just change it. Okay, so yeah, pretty much those are the things. Okay, watch your creative fatigue and each and everything. And recently there are many who are complaining. So what are the new changes that you might see? First thing is product delivery. Okay, your ads might be shown outside your defined audience, and creative reshaping, as I just mentioned that even square image is turning into vertical for Rails. So Meta is trying to just make the creative changes as well, and more automated placements. Meta decides where to show your ad. So it can show on any kind of Explore Home, it can show on Feed, it can show on Story, it can show on Reel. So Meta is trying to get the best results out of it. So don't be panic. This is Meta system trying to learn the system learning from the user behavior, and the best thing you can do is like feed it with a better creative data. The better your creatives are, the higher the chances your ad will perform better. Okay, so the new rules of meta ads are, in old days performance came from smart targeting, but these days new performance come from the smart creative variation. The more the creatives you are giving, the better it will be optimized. So if you still depend upon the single image or the headline, you will be left behind. So instead try to focus much on creative system where every campaign launches multiple variations. Meta will reward you with. So it will, if you're giving much better data, Meta will try to lower your cost per result. It will improve your engagement rate. It will create the long creative life cycle and fast learning. So Meta can come out of the learning phase as soon as possible. Okay, so the final thought is like Meta Andromeda updates is a signal for all the marketers that stop thinking like advertisers, but try to give the good data. See, AI is always trained on the data you are giving. The cleaner, the better the data you are giving. By data, I mean the better kind of creatives you are providing to Meta, the better it can show the creative to the right set of audience, and it can get the better results. So try to create the best creatives and the good creatives by calling out for each and every customer persona that you are having. So try to target for each and every customer segment, and remaining left it on Meta. Meta will try to find the best audience for you. Yeah. So that's it for this video. Hope you like it. If you have any doubts, anything, you can just connect with me, and I will be happy to help you. Okay. So that's it for this video. Thank you. Bye bye.